Hello, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Wingarvacio, and today we're going to be covering Chapter 7, Lesson 7.2, Complementary and Supplementary Angles. Reference pages to this can be found in your Google Classroom 7.2, pages 278 and 279. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I would like for you to copy down these two key ideas, complementary angles and supplementary. What are they? A complementary angle is when you have two angles. You have to have two. And when you have two angles, they add up to 90 degrees. So take a look over here. I have 30 and 60. When you add it up, it equals 90 degrees, and that gives you a complementary. Now, a supplementary, again, you have to have two. And when you add up the two angles, they add up to 180. So the difference between these two, one is 90 and one is 180. Please go ahead and pause the video and copy this down. Okay, and make sure you have this reviewed and memorized because this is very important for the chapter. Okay, now that you know what a supplementary and complementary angle is, I'm going to go ahead and have us go ahead and classify them. Now, if you look at these two angles are, if you were to add them up, 70 and 110, what do you get? 70 plus 110, so I'm going to put 70 plus 110. 70, 110 gives me 180. So since it gives me 180, I can classify this angle as a supplementary. So I'm going to go ahead and classify this as a supplementary. Okay? Now, if you can look at the next example, letter B, if I were to add 49 and 41, notice that 49 and 41 gives me 90 degrees. Since it gives me 90 degrees, we can classify this one as complementary. Now, in example C, I went ahead and I've already done it. Oops, I'm going to erase this and show you that if you take 128 and you take 62 and add it up, it does not equal, let me fix that too really quick. It does not equal 90, nor does it equal 180. So since it doesn't equal either one of us, it equals 190, we can say this one is neither. It's not supplementary or complementary. Okay, so again, if you need to refer back to this chart to do your homework, please feel so and do so. All right, I would like for you to take out a piece of paper and go ahead and try these three problems on your own. You're classifying these angles by telling me if they're complementary or supplementary. Don't forget, you need to add them up, okay? All right, now we're going to go ahead and solve for the unknown for each of these. So first, we're going to need to classify and figure out if these two angles are complementary or supplementary. So for the first one, I notice we have two. You need to have two angles. If you add them up, they should be 90. And I see here that this symbol represents 90 degrees. So I know that these two add up to 90 for a fact because of this box. So we can classify this particular example as a complementary, C for complementary. Now, how do we solve for the x? So what we're going to do is we know that this whole entire angle is 90 because it's a complementary. So we're going to put 90 equals, well, what does it equal? When you take 4x and you add 36, that gives you 90. So since it gives you 90, we have this equation we're going to use to solve for x. Again, this plus this right here, this plus this gives you 90. So that's why we put it equals 90. Okay, so to solve for x, we do this the same way we did in our last previous chapters. We're going to subtract 36 to both sides. So 90 subtract 36 is going to give us, 54. So we have here 54 equals 4x. And to get x by itself, I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by 4. And if I divide that side by 4, I divide the other side by 4. And x comes out to be a decimal, 13.5. So since you have this for 13.5, what you're going to do is now you take your 13.5 and you're going to say 4 times 13.5 right there. Okay, oops, that's a 5, I promise. 4 times 13.5, so 4 times 13.5 is going to give you, 1 second, 4 times 13.5 is going to give you 54. So you have 54, so don't forget this is a times. So this is 54. Now if you take 54, so if you take 54 and you take 36, how much does that add up to? If you guess 90 and you say 90, you are correct. So these two, if you were to add it up, that gives you 90 degrees. And that's why we have a complementary angle for number or letter A. Okay? Complementary. Okay, for letter B, let me go ahead and erase this really quick. For letter B, you're going to go ahead and solve for x this time, but you got to look to see, is this a complementary or supplementary? So if you look at letter B, I notice that it's a straight line, and straight lines are what? 180 degrees. So I know this is going to be a supplementary, S for supplementary. So we know that 180 is a supplementary, so 180 equals, what are the two things that we have that it equals to? So that's an equal, x, and we have x minus 4. So since we're combining them, we put plus x minus 4. Again, you combine the two angles to get 180, so we put plus x minus 4. Okay, and I don't like this equal sign. I'm going to fix this really quick. So go ahead and solve for x. So to solve for x for this, we're going to go ahead and combine these two. We have here 2x, then minus 4 here, because x plus x is 2x. 180 equals. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add 4 to both sides. And excuse the bell, that's okay. Add 4 to both sides. And then we have here 184 equals 2x. Now, to solve for x, we divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. Divide this side by 2. And x equals, so 184 divided by 2 is going to give us 92. So what that 92 means is that we're going to go up here, 92. And then we're going to put that for x minus 4. So we're going to say what's 92 minus 4. And then 92 minus 4 is going to be 88. So we have here 88 degrees for this side. And this side, what was x? X was 92. So we're going to say 92 for this side. And then if you took 92 and 88, how much would you get? So 92 plus 88, how much would you get? You would get 180 degrees. So if you add those two. So that's why this one, the second one, letter B, is going to be called a supplementary. And x was, well, where's x? X was 88. Okay, I would like for you to now try example 3 with me. For example 3, we're going to go ahead and draw an adjacent supplementary angle. Remember, adjacent means to that the angles are next to each other. So supplementary means 180. So if I have here 180 degrees, and I need to know that one of the measure is 60, we can say 60 is approximately right here. This is considered an adjacent supplementary because there's two angles, they're next to each other. One of it is 60, and then they're also supplementary because 60 plus something is going to give me a total of 180. Can you figure out what this question mark will be? Okay, now I would like for you to pause the video and go ahead and try number 4, 5, and 6 on your own. And if there's anything from the video today that you didn't understand, feel free to pause it and listen to it again. Okay, exit ticket. Go ahead and do the exit ticket on the same page as you're on your own. And again, any questions you have, please bring it tomorrow to class and I will answer them. Have a great day.